Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Ankya. I am a second year UNISA, I had to think about that for a while. Second year UNISA student, and I'm going to do a Q&A. I know I have done Q&A videos in the past and I've done so many of them, but I always ask the questions over on Instagram. This time I went through my comment section and just wrote down a bunch of questions and who they're from actually to answer them, because I go for every single comment and I reply to every single one. And then I have this video with all of them mashed together because one's on this video, the other one's on that video, and a lot of them are about the application process. So there is a video on how to apply. I will link it for you. I think it gets linked here. I'm not quite too sure. So what I did is I wrote down all of these questions because I just went through like the most popular ones and the ones I get asked usually on repeat. So these first couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first 6 questions is from Lauren. Lauren asks how many modules per year. You can do as many modules as will be suited for you. I don't think you can do more than 10. I do 10 and it is really hard to manage it because it's so much. Also this semester I'm doing 9 because I'm not doing the practical model. I did it last year, and with everything that's happening, I just decided not to do it this year, just to take this year and focus on all of the other things. And then definitely next year I'll be taking the practical model. When I did my first year of like student teaching, it was an experience. It was quite shocking, and I learned a lot, and it was I still need to edit that video and upload. I know I promised it before, but let me know if you guys want to see that. I will have to do like a talk through it because I've remembered taking a little bit snippets. And right before I started my student teaching journey, I had like this big life event happen. So yes. Okay, anyway, Lauren's next question is books additional costs? Yes, your textbooks is additional cost. I do have a video of explaining the books as well. So basically, there's an airplane going past. So basically you receive a study tutorial and a study guide. The tutorial has all of your assignments in it, and then your study guide has basically the work you need to do for the year. So it's basically like those CAP activity books you'll get in school that shows you those activities and the things you need to know. And then in the tutorial letter they tell you what books you need, but a lot of the books aren't compulsory. There's compulsory books and then there is recommended books. A lot of the modules, I have noticed a lot of the modules, there's no books required. I don't really know how to state this. There's a lot of them just have recommended books, like they're recommended to read there, but you do not need to have them or to study them to be able to pass. That makes sense. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. Like, you don't need the textbook, or there's no textbook, there's just books that would recommend you to have. Lauren's next question is, when submitting an assignment, do you need to give references? Yes, you do need to give references every single time, even during the exams. The only time you do not do that is when it's a multiple choice, because you do not need to fill it out. You just do it online, but every single time you need to reference. That's really important. If you do not know how to reference, let me know. I can tell you guys or share some things down below of referencing. I personally use the Harvard referencing guide. It's so easy. It's really not that difficult to do, but you do need to reference. Even if you just use the study guide, you need to reference it. Lauren's other question is, I'm currently working full-time. Do you think it's possible to work and study at the same time? Yes, I do think it's possible. I am an example of that. I do this. I get asked this question so many times. It is definitely possible. It's challenging. It's so challenging, but it's definitely worth it. I don't think I will ever stop studying. I've mentioned this so many times before. I wish this upon every single person. yes, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely possible. You just, there's a lot of things you'll have to give up on and have to cancel or quit or whatever it may be, but it's definitely possible. There's going to be a lot of times when you want to quit, but just DM me and I'll put some motivation in you. Lauren's next question is, I am very interested to study at UNISA, yay, but I've heard that they take a while to send study books. Is this true? Yes, unfortunately this is true. They do take their time sending you the things. Sometimes you get the books in little batches because they get out of stock, and then we'll have to wait a little bit more. But once you pick all of your modules, you're actually able to download all of it from the UNISA site, so you do not have to wait to receive your study material in the post. You can just start, and honestly I use the downloadable version much more than the actual books. So we're on Lauren's last two questions. The second last one is, how do I calculate my student cost? I'm going to insert a little clip here that I took where I explain how to do this. So it's basically real simple. You just go to your UNISA site, and then when you go to where you go to look at the types of modules you want, you just write them all down, and then you say just calculate my cost, and you feed them all in, and then you'll see what it would approximately be without study books. Her next question is the exam open book? Yes. I have mixed emotions about open book exams. I don't think they're really good. I do not like open book exams. I rather study, honestly. But yes, the exams are open book. I know you guys are all patiently waiting for the Invigilator app video. It is coming. I'm filming it after this one. But yeah, so I wanted to just have my first exam that I had this past Friday to be able to tell you my experience on it. But yes, the exams are open books unless they tell you otherwise, but so far they're all open book. Okay, so that was all Lauren's questions. Then a subscriber or somebody commented from the land of milk and chilies. Okay, I asked two questions. The first one, do they accept if you scan your written material and send it, or do you have to type it? No, you can scan it. You can write it down and scan it in. They do accept that as well. Obviously they understand that not everybody could type, so they do understand that. And yes, you can just scan it in. There's also really good apps that you can use to scan it on your phone. I will leave some below because I use it. And the second question of land, milk and honey, land of the milk and chili, sorry. Is there a time limit to submit? Yes, there is a time limit. Normally it's a couple of hours. There are some exams that's open like for a few days, and some just for like one day, but 4 or 5 hours. Like the past exam that I had was open for like 4 hours, and then when the time is up you have an additional hour to submit. But I don't know, maybe I haven't submitted late or used that additional hour yet because I'm too scared. What if like the system crash or it closes, or I'd rather not risk it. But you do have an additional hour once the time is over. There is an additional hour for you to submit, but submit before the time and avoid the hassle. Okay, then Dean the Toy asked, how much did your first year cost you without books? My first year of studying cost me in the 15,000. It was over 15k. This year is 20k, and I think I've commented this before, I think the most shocking thing is that they charge me 6 rand just for a library ticket. So it is what it is. Then our last question for the day is from Adventure Kit. It says, can you please help me? Let me know how to also pre-select them. They're talking about pre-selecting your modules. So you just go to the college that you're picking for UNISA, if it's law, education, whatever, architect, whatever it may be. If you go to it and then you just look for all of the modules they have, and then you just write it down. So when you go to apply or to register, once you all are accepted, it's much easier to know what you're doing or what you want to take. It's also easier to know your pre-selection of it when you try to work out your study costs. Yes. And that is all of the questions I have. If you have more questions, leave them below for me. I hope most of this makes sense. I know I was word vomiting today. I don't know what's happening. But thank you guys so much for watching and giving me your questions. Leave more questions below. I'm always keen to answer them. And if you like these videos, let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe. We are growing like a weed, so I can't wait to just be a bigger family here. And share my videos if you like it. Once I'm hitting 500, we are doing a giveaway, so keep your eye on that subscriber count and you'll see a video pretty soon about a giveaway. Hope you guys have a good day further, or evening, or next day, or morning. But yes, bye.